What the heck is a discovery call anyway? If you are a bookkeeper or a new bookkeeping business owner, you may have heard that you need to offer discovery calls, but you're not really sure what they are or even if you should offer them at whatever stage you are in your business. That's exactly what we're covering in today's video. Not only will you learn what a discovery call is, but I'll also introduce you to other words and phrases that we often use to describe those types of discovery calls. It's all the same thing, but they go by different names. We'll also talk about whether or not you should be offering a discovery call in your business, even if you're in the early stages of your business or in a very aggressive growth stage of your business. We're going to cover all of that in today's video and more. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the Profitable Bookkeeping Biz channel, a place where I teach you how to start, run, and grow your profitable bookkeeping business. Regardless of what stage you're in, whether you're just thinking about it in the early stages of starting or have started but maybe a little bit stuck, I will have something for you. So I hope you'll stick around, and here we go. Who is excited about getting on a sales call? Said nobody ever. Although there are people that I know in my circle of friends and associates, colleagues that love sales calls, and it's because they have figured out how to have those sales calls without really selling. And that is part of what I'm going to start talking to you about in today's video and in future videos as well. When I started out my business, I didn't really know or understand the importance, and also not only the importance, but all of the steps that go into having a profitable discovery call. I keep using that word profit because that is just it. Anybody can start a business, but to sustain a business long term, you're going to need to figure out a few things, which is what we're covering in this channel over time. Let's face it, not everybody enjoys sales calls. That is okay. I want to teach you how to rethink about these sales calls so that you don't dread them, but that you look forward to them because you will have a process and you will think of them in a different way than just getting on a call and trying to sell. I hardly ever sell. I don't really think of myself as a salesperson. I'm a very introverted accountant by nature, but I have learned social skills and social media skills to promote myself, my services, and my business. But I do that without really selling. So what does that mean? A discovery call at its core is a way for you to sell, but I want you to think of it in a different way. A discovery call has also been known as sales call, complimentary call, consultation call, assessment, even a strategy call. That time between you and a prospect, it's a time for you to discover whether or not it is a good fit for the two of you to work together. That's why I like calling mine discovery calls, because it is a time for me to get to know the prospect as well as the prospect to get to know me. There are a few characteristics that a discovery call should have, but first and foremost, I wanted to cover with you the different phrases and names that a discovery call goes by. It is a time for you to hop on a call. You can have a phone call and in person, or my preferred method is video conference calls, because at the very core, I can get a face-to-face time between me and that prospect to talk about their business. It is an opportunity for me to show up and learn about their business, what is keeping them stuck. It is a time for me to show up and listen and really pay attention to what it is that they are saying. Because here's the thing, oftentimes when somebody hops on a call with me, what they believe is their problem, it really isn't. It is something else. And if I listen, and with my skill set and my expertise, I can then ask more relevant question. We can go down deeper, get into the conversation deeper. And while I'm asking those questions and listening, they're also getting to know me, my style, how I communicate, if I'm a good listener, if I capture the essence of what they're sharing with me, and if I'm able to not only reiterate what they just said, but also to offer some value. Because those discovery calls is a time for you, yes, to talk about the business, and then you can talk about what services you offer that could help to solve their problem. This is a discovery call. It's a two-way conversation. It is a time for you guys to get to know each other. It is a first handshake, a first introduction into each other's world. You're getting to know about their business and they're getting to know about yours. You're the solution to their problem. You're going to ask about their problem and they're going to hear about your solution. If I can get you to just think about a discovery call as a way for you to discover what is their problem in order for them to discover what solution you have to offer. Do you see how reframing that discovery call starts to take away the scariness or the sleaziness that you feel because you don't want to sell? The thing is, you are in business, and part of being in business is to sell so that you can earn money to keep the business going. And the trade is you're going to charge a fee for a service that you deliver, a service that your prospects need because you offer a solution to their problem. So it starts with a discovery call. Now that we have briefly talked about what is a discovery call and a few different names that they go by, let's talk about some of the basic characteristics of a good discovery call. They are short in nature, 15 to 20 minutes max. This is enough time for you to ask questions, for them to share, and you need to really drive that conversation and make sure that if they start going off on a tangent or off track completely, that you bring it back and that you just very, very easily continue the conversation about what is keeping you stuck? What can I help you with? What can I serve you with? These are some of my favorite phrases. Now, part of preparing for these discovery calls that are very short in nature is having a workflow or a process in order for them to easily schedule these calls with you. I will prepare a future video where I train you what goes into a discovery call, and then also maybe a separate one as to how to set one up. But initially, what I want you to think about is that in order for you to make the most out of this very short period of time is have an intake questionnaire, maybe 3, 4, 5 questions where you get their name, their business, some general information, which is what I do. I ask, how long they've been in business and what is 1 or 2 questions that they have that I can help them with during our very short period of time so that we can get into it. I come prepared, they come ready to hear and to share a little bit more. And so those discovery calls are short in nature. They're straight to the point. And remember, it is a time for them to tell you about their problem and for you to offer some suggestions, just do a little snapshot of what you could offer, and then to talk about the solution, the services, the how you can help them, how you can support them in their business. Okay, we've covered a lot in this short little video. We've talked about what is a discovery call, and we also briefly discussed other phrases that they go by, other names that they go by, as well as how you should think about this discovery call. It is not a time for you to sell, but rather get to know your prospect, listen, and offer what may be a potential solution, which is your service. Should you offer a discovery call in your business, even if you're just starting out? Absolutely. It makes it so that your prospects get to know you and you get to know what it is that they have problems with. What do they need help with? It is a time for you to discover what is the need out there. And even if you can't help everybody that you hop on a call with, every single call that you get on will help you to know what kind of business you want to have, what kind of business you want to grow, what kind of business that you want to be in, because no one wants to grow a business that they hate. Okay. So please take this time, especially in the early days, to offer as many calls as you possibly can. Combine this discovery call workflow process or offering with the Nurture Your Network resource. If you go to the description in this video, you will see that I have a free resource called Nurture Your Network. In that Nurture Your Network is part of that direct outreach where you're reaching out to contacts that you have in your network. And this could be part of it. You can offer to, hey, let's hop on a call. Let me hear about what's keeping you stuck or what's been challenging in your business and how I may be able to support you. In the early stages, this one-to-one type of call is going to be really important for your business, because not only are you trying to find your first or next bookkeeping client, but you're also learning about the kinds of problems that your potential clients may have that you may be able to offer some sort of solution. And that's how you start to grow your business, by offering a solution to people's problems. Even if you can't help everybody right off the bat, every single one of those calls will help you to define your business further. So I want you to consider offering those discovery calls. And as a side tip, I want to tell you that offering these discovery calls doesn't have to feel burdensome or unmanageable. Okay, you can select a very specific day and a short period of time. For example, in my business, I offer discovery calls on Wednesday afternoons between 1 and 3 o'clock. So if you get access to a link, to my link to schedule that discovery call, you will see that it's usually only on Wednesdays, and availability is between 1 and 3 o'clock. My discovery calls are for 50, I think it's 20 minutes. I've changed it from 15 to 20 minutes because I like to greet my prospect and then also wrap up. So I don't cheat them from that time, focus time during that call with me. But yeah, it can be very manageable. Maybe you only host them once a month. Maybe you only host them every other week. It's you are in charge of your schedule. So you are in charge of when you book those calls. And if somebody reaches out and says, oh, that time doesn't work for me, you're like, I'm so sorry. Can you see if there's a future date in further down? Because a lot of times Wednesdays, I get booked up. And so people have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to get on my schedule, but that is okay, because in the meantime, I'll point them to a free resource that they can grab and be working on between now and when we meet. You are in control of how you start, run, and grow your business. So take advantage of this opportunity to start thinking about how it is that you want to host and offer these discovery calls, because it will help you in so many more ways than just simply trying to sell your services without selling. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you have, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and bell button so that you are notified when I publish another video, which I do every single week. I did mention that I have a free resource. Scroll down to the description in this video and you will see that I will have the link to that Nurture Your Network research, which is 6 pre-crafted emails and a guide where I talk to you about what email to send, when, and for what purpose. Of course, they are templates and you can customize them to fit your own voice. I hope you'll grab that resource. It's absolutely free and I'm happy to share. We covered a lot in this video. We talked all about what is a discovery call, a different way to think about it, and also the different names that a discovery call goes by. We also talked briefly about some of the characteristics of a profitable discovery call, as well as how you can manage your time and if you should offer a discovery call or not. I hope you will. And I hope that you got a lot of value out of this video. I will see you next week, same time, same place. I'm Veronica. Bye for now.